Be aware this month, get their mammogram, get their exam, and let's stop the disease.
Thank you, Dr. Oliver. I want to introduce a part of our amazing team. And as you look around, there are some staff members here from our Mark Twain Medical Center, and they have on pink shirts such as Teresa Boyce in the front. And if you are a staff or a volunteer member of the Mark Twain team, please raise your hand. Thank you for being here. This is our phenomenal Cancer Center team. This is Dr. Gio Presto and our director, Debbie Peterson.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for us to be here tonight with you. I just want to quickly introduce the team. This is Dr. Robert DeQuisto, who's our oncologist for Mark Twain. We have Anna Walters, who is our scheduler phlebotomist. Kathy Grover, one of our oncology nurses. Chris Stevenson back here, our oncology nurse. We have Becky Kelly that does scheduling, and we have Tim, who's our biller. So it's a pleasure for us to be here tonight. Thank you.
So Peak in the Night started 6 years ago by 4 amazing women in Calaveras County who recognized that there is a lot of value in promoting the awareness for us women and men to have our annual mammograms. And having an annual mammogram is something that we all can do, whether you choose us at Mark Twain Medical Center in San Andreas or to go somewhere else. It's really important that you help us to promote the importance of that. And so tonight, some of the things that you can take home with you are gifts to you from our partnership with our healthcare district and our Mark Twain Medical Center team. And you see the pink bracelets, and you see the pink 60-watt bulbs. The bulbs are so that every resident in Calaveras County that wants to honor someone with breast cancer awareness, someone in their family, someone that they love, someone that they know, can put one of those pink porch lights to be displayed for the entire month of October. So I want to thank the healthcare district really so deeply right now, because this is a huge project and they fund it and they do it without question, without a doubt. They do it every year, and we thank you for that. Tonight, so please know that. But there's one in particular that I asked to come before all of you tonight, just to briefly share her story and the importance and the value of early detection that does truly save lives. I'd like to introduce Miss Lisa McIntyre.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here tonight, and I am a living example of mammograms save lives. There is no doubt about that. And tonight I look around at all the young people, and many of you who I have worked with as your previous principal or your previous kindergarten teacher, and it's truly a blessing to be alive. Mammograms do save lives. About 3 years ago, I was so excited after having worked for 7 years as an assistant principal at Calaveras High School, my alma mater, to be able to become the principal at Toyon Middle School. And as I was saying goodbye to our high schoolers, the graduating class of seniors on the last day at the rally, I had a doctor's appointment shortly thereafter. And that is on that day that I got the news that I had breast cancer. And, you know, sometimes we get so busy in our lives as women, mothers, grandmothers, sisters, that we sometimes don't think about that small test, okay? We're dancing with the devil of the details of our lives for the ones we know, and we kind of push off those that we don't know or we think that we don't need to do. But mammography saved my life, okay? There was a little tiny thing, probably smaller than a speck of sand. Could never feel that. I was healthy, I was ambitious, I was ready to start the next phase of my career and my life. I had a grandbaby that was going to be born in just a couple of days after receiving that news. But because I had kept that appointment, thank you, hubby, who made sure that I went, okay, because I always had something else better to do, they detected just a little tiny thing. And I wasn't going to worry about it, okay? But it was cancer. And Dr. Oliver here said, I'm with you. He handed me a yellow bracelet and he said, together, we're going to beat this. And one day, you're going to hear the word cure. And I hung on to that hope, not knowing what was going to happen, not knowing if I could watch the kids that I had been working with grow up to have jobs and have families. I see my former students with little babies here today, okay? But we took that road, and I did what the doctors and nurses told me. This is that team here behind me. And 3 years later, I just met with Dr. O, and he said, for all goods and purposes at this point, you can use that C word, not cancer, cure. Mammography saved my life. So, all of you ladies out here, and men too, because we know that breast cancer is just not a disease of females. We want to make sure that every mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, grandpa, father, brother, uncle is alive to see all of these children and their children and their children. Remember, mammography saves lives. It did for me, and it does for many, but you got to get there, and you got to have that exam. And if you're struggling with that, any of these people here in pink, any of those that have been introduced tonight, just come talk to me and say, I probably need that test, but I don't know how to get it. And I'll put you into contact so that you can, all right? Because we want you never to have to think about a C word, whether that's cancer or cure. We want you to remain healthy and happy and hug those babies. And thank you, young people, because you are our future, okay? It's great to see you here tonight. And thank you very much.
Smile. I
Find your mom. You want to find somebody special, that other mom that drives you to all the games and all the practices. She deserves a pink lapel. It's my pleasure to introduce at this time Elle Runyon. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is actually an activity that is
right where
really
you were
important.
shooting just a moment